Welcome to Joburgtv News. Here are your top stories at this hour. It's Mayor Delil's last day in office. Parktown boys water polo coach to be sentenced. Moyane accuses Nugent Commission of being biased. And we take a look at what happened at HP's memorial service yesterday. Good day, I am Dr. Makubeni with your news. It remains uncertain whether Mayor Patricia Delil will spend her last day in office today as the city's first citizen after what she's termed an abusive relationship with the DA. In August, the DA dropped misconduct charges against Delil in exchange for her to step down. Delil says she can't say for sure why members of her own caucus would want to push her out just a year after they voted her in for a second term. In other news, former Parktown Boys High assistant water polo coach Kolan Rex will be sentenced after what he has done and was found of 144 counts of sexual assault and of 12 common assault against 12 schoolboys. He pleaded guilty to these charges and is also facing charges of attempted murder, rape, sexual grooming, and exposing minors to pornography. Bikers Against Bullies South Africa has invited the public to join them on a mass ride to show support for the Parktown Boys victims. Suspended SARS Commissioner Tom Moyane has accused the Nugent Commission of Inquiry of pursuing a predetermined outcome to take him out of the organization and of displaying bias. The allegations are made in Moyane's submissions to President Cyril Ramaphosa, in which he argues that the president should reject the recommendation that he be fired. Moyane's attorney, Eric Mabuza, drafted the submissions in which he claims his client was never given an opportunity to confront his accusers. The attorney has given Ramaphosa until next Friday to indicate that he has rejected the commission's recommendation or risk being taken to court. And lastly, in the wake of the death of hip-hop star HP, the Joburgtv attended the memorial service which was held at Newtown Music Factory yesterday.
Newtown Music Factory was filled to capacity as industry peers and the general public came out in their numbers to bid farewell to music superstar HP. This comes after HP's sudden departure last week, which left South Africa and the music industry at large shaken. Meanwhile, an industry friend, Luyanda Botwani, says he feels as his friends, they failed him.
And I think we failed him because he did indicate that he was suffering depression and, we didn't do anything about it, really. I think we could have done more for him. But, there's no use crying over spilt milk, if I can put it like that, because all I can say is it's our responsibility as fans, because I'm also a fan of Chapa.
His sister shared her fondest memory of the late superstar as she paid tribute to him.
Jabu made time for his family. Jabu would drive to Harties to see me, him and Lerato. They will drive up all the way, leave at midnight, and I'll say, guys, please sleep over. And they'll say, no, we're just happy that we came to see you. And he was somebody who cared about the little ones. When he's not booked for gigs, he will make sure that he comes and supports his nephews and nieces. Even at a soccer match, he'll be there.
Speakers who ascended the stage to pay tribute to the late superstar also hailed him as one of the most humble public figures who was always fun to be around.
Even though humility. Whether Jabulani, no matter how successful he was, Jabulani, it never had a more heart or when now famous, when how famous,
Meanwhile, HP will be laid to rest on the 3rd of November at his hometown in Mabatu, Mahikeng. I'm Precious Molam, Joburgtv News, Newtown.
That's all we have for now. From the news team and I, see you next time.
baby moms. She played a huge role in my career and the shaping of my music. That love was so real, you know, like that it reflected on my music.
You had that husky voice. There's that therapeutic harmony. The first lines that he wrote, everybody could relate to, especially when you're coming from a class.
It's really hard to kind of describe Java's music and to have it like in a box, because just when you feel that you've got to figure it out, he kind of will just change everything and you're like, okay, I did not see that coming, you know?
He's got a touch of that movie kind of dance, you know? Even though he goes back again to having a track like C, it's a combination of so many different elements that defines him, but mostly what defines Java is that little bit kind of sound.
Throughout his progression in music, he was always open to new ideas and learning new tricks and new ways of sending his message out and making sure that it's not stagnant.
So he's that kind of person that is very unpredictable when it comes to his craft and the work that he has to do in the studio. So working with Java is just something else.
When you say double HP to your average white person, they always go, oh, that guy from Strictly Come Dancing, you know. And that's kind of where all of us saw double HP for the first time. And then all of a sudden, you know, transcending, you know, into, you know, the hip hop and you know, opening up our ears to that.
He was making them feel good with their belongings, rapping out with coochie, and everything. So people never thought hip hop would accommodate them like that.
Such to a point that now it's like I could get a call and somebody could say that Java has done a song with 9 Inch Nails. And I'd be like, yeah, I can see that.
And also the choice of collaborations that he's done, you know, I think have also assisted in people kind of opening up their ears to his type of music.
Double HP's successes are too many to mention. Besides releasing a total of 6 albums to date, he's also managed to appear on nearly all the list of award ceremonies worthy of mentioning. Java has managed to rake up more than 20 nominations, not only in South Africa, but also as far as the USA with the BET Awards.
Yeah, it was hard to establish myself in the industry because it's an industry that's profit-based. It's an industry that's all about making money. It's not an industry that's developmental-based.
I know it was hard, you know, because, you know, like at the point when he initially came out, you know, there was that whole thing with Global Assassin, you know what I mean, and then him splitting from that group, and then him trying to do it on his own.
To get himself out there, man, it was tough. It was tough. It wasn't easy for Java.
He would call me and say, hey, we're doing this show and stuff like that. I had a car from my house, an extra car, of which we had pamphlets that we pasted on electricity boxes all over the show.
We met some guys that were quite prominent in the music business back then. I think it was at the VAR. And the next thing we get on stage, we rock the crowds, we would come out and talk as well, man.
Java, the difference was that we were working together. You know, it was not waiting just for Vusi to come up with ideas or for Vusi to say this is where we're gonna go. You know, we would constantly be thinking of what to do with this career. Also, going to school was a bit hard because you must understand, for a lot of us, we came to Joburg for school purposes. A lot of times you get like artists want to feature you. Like, you know, I remember one time Zola called me for a feature. And man, it was a huge break. I would have loved to go there. And I was like, hey, when I'm writing an exam, I was writing a psychology exam. And he just said to me straight up, like, alright, well, I don't know what he managed. Like, and there were a number of times when I was feeling like, you know what? I don't think I should carry on. I think I'm going to quit.
He was complaining that, hey, this promoter did this, and I don't even understand those things by that time. And sometimes when they pay him, the checks would bounce.
But for me, every time, it was we are getting close. We are getting some. It will crack some.
What then happened is that Java got nominated for a song. So that was like, boom. I was like, okay, no, I'm doing something right. I've got to stay in the game.
So I think, when you go back to how difficult it's been to be successful, I think every year is a different kind of success for him.
But at the same time, one other lesson that a lot of musicians to come into this business and make it is you cannot fold your hands and say the record company or my manager is going to do everything for me.
He struggled for a very long time to penetrate the market because of his way of doing things. He's got his own way of doing things, which is not the way things are done in the music industry.
Yeah, I guess that made me take 5 years to get established in the industry, but I'm in there now, man, you know what I'm saying?
WHP has taken home in excess of 13 awards. He's won numerous South African Music Awards, Hype Magazine Awards, an MTV Award and Mouthtown Golden Awards to mention a few. Jabba has been blessed to feature American artist A-Marie on his Music and Lights video, directed by Nick Quested, a world-renowned music video director from the US. It's safe to say WHP has managed to do well for himself aside from just music. In the recent years, he's cased 2 major endorsement deals from Stimmerol and Status Deodorant. Like that wasn't enough, he went and got a feature from the iconic American artist Nas for his latest offering, To Men. Coming from an educational background of film, Jabba has hosted his own TV show titled Respect. Adding to the list of TV appearances is also his win on the popular show Strictly Come Dancing.
He called me one morning and he said, Tasso, I'm having an interview with Take 5 and can we use your studio? Within 30 minutes of shooting, us doing just cameos, playing around, we had recorded Harambe, and Harambe became one of the biggest songs Jabba has made.
So at that moment,
My moment was when I saw his first video, the How You Feel video, that he had blocked 4 times in a row. So I never thought he would beat Jimmy Julius with that award. So I think that was the turning point of his career when he was the first big artist of that summer in 2000.
Surprises me every day.
He's got a way of coming up with killer concepts.
I get SMSs from him sometimes at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, "It's a great idea."
the moment that best defined my career was Strictly Come Dancing.
I'm very inspired at his ability to cross over.
Strictly Come Dancing, when I went into it, it was initially supposed to be just a comic relief, that guy in tights, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing. I didn't think I would last in it. I didn't think I'd win anything. When we went to that show, I didn't think it was gonna make it, you know. For me, I was advising him from the point that says it's an opportunity, you know, to introduce your brand to a wider audience.
He's such a great actor, you know, and people know that about him. He's so good at, with TV and with people and all of that. That was quite interesting for me to see.
And yeah, man, it just kept coming. And I remember during the time, the PR companies at the show were concerned about me going to do interviews with magazines and radio stations to try to get people to vote for me.
There's not a lot of people that you can put them on the stage, but put them behind the camera, and it's, they're quite different.
There's nothing wrong with voting people, spending all that time on PR, trying to tell people to vote for me. I love when the show happens, I make a wank of myself on TV, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always concerned about the show, my routine, and making sure I don't come off whack. Because what we had labored for over 3 years was now really coming to be. And I later won the show, that's the one thing that I can say. Yeah, people can call me the king of Strictly Come Dancing season 3. They can call me the king of the cha-cha or king of the tango season 3. That's the one thing I think I accept that, but still in the mark, you know what I mean?
His highlight for me this year, I think, would be the Respect show.
What Jabba achieved 5 years ago is what a lot of people strive to achieve in a lifetime.